Hopefully that mowing sound doesn't make it into the video. Hopefully. What is up, nerds? Welcome back to another issue of the Daily Planet. I think today you'll be over here. Yeah, I think this works. So yeah, welcome back to another issue of the Daily Planet. It is Friday, October 17th, and Halloween is just speeding up on us. It is speeding up. I thought it was much colder today than yesterday, but it's quite nice actually. Nice fall day. So as we approach the weekend, for all you nerds out there, let me know down below what is your what are your weekend plans? What do you got going on? I said it last night on ReUpload Live, which if you do not watch, make sure you check that out every Thursday, 8:15ish p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. You know what it is? I post this on other platforms too, so I'm always like, I get jumbled up in my head on like, wait, is it here? Is it not here? Check out youtube.com/nerdaffiliated. ReUpload Live every Thursday, 8:15-ish p.m. on Nerd Affiliated. I said last night I'll be going back to Salem this weekend, so that should be a good time. Maybe I'll go to Salem tonight. Who knows? We might get crazy. But I want to know what you guys are doing. I want to know what you're doing. Let me know down below. So one of the things I wanted to talk about today is in relation to doing live streams. Speaking of ReUpload Live. And I know that a lot of people out there have toyed with the idea of doing a live stream. In fact, doing live streams to a certain extent is easier than doing a dedicated video like this. Because with this one, right, depending on what you're going for, you have to load it, edit it, color correct it, post it, share it, all that stuff. Versus on a live stream, you just hit live and you're good to go. So for a lot of people, going live, even though it's in a way a scarier experience, is actually an easier experience. So I know a lot of people want to go and do live streams and all that. But I also know that a lot of people get discouraged after they've made the plunge into doing live streams because they'll have very low view counts. They will share it, nobody shows up. One person shows up. Maybe 5 people show up and you're like, oh, I thought it'd be 100. You know, like you get discouraged by various things. You have tech difficulties, you mess up. And the message today is gonna be very cliched, but then there's also a non-cliche part. The cliche part is you have to keep doing them. With live streaming, even where I'm at now in my streams, and a lot of you say you really enjoy it. It's a highlight of your week. It's a highlight of your Thursday. It's a pregame to your weekend. Last night was episode 280 of just that specific show. That's not counting when Nerdy Coffee was a thing. That's not counting the gaming streams or any of that stuff. So just on the one segmented show, yesterday was episode 280. You have to keep doing them because it will always be a work in progress. And even I strive to make a better viewing experience for all of you who watch it. But I'm also really trying hard to be cognizant that there's a lot of people who watch it after the fact. So every week I take the show, it's live, and then without any edits, I move it straight to Buzzsprout, which spreads it out to Apple, Spotify, all those platforms. So the point there is, again, work in progress. Always trying to think about the different audiences that may or may not listen to the show. But what you need to be doing if you're feeling discouraged or if you're like, this is going nowhere, is you have to keep doing them. You need to keep doing them. It's the only way you're gonna get better. Because in some aspects, people may not be watching because they don't like the quality of it. And you just have to accept that for what it is. I dealt with the same thing. hopefully someday I'll be having 100 people watch a show, 200 people, 1,000 people. And I'll look back on these, 5 and 10s, and I might even miss them, because honestly, it's way easier for me to keep up with the chat with 5 or 10 people versus if there's like 1,000. But I remember early videos, which you could probably go back and listen to and watch, and there was nobody in the chat. 0 people, just talking to myself for an hour. And it's just kind of part of the process. Now, the part that's not cliched, that may be new information for a lot of people, is that if you're trying to get into live streaming, and just content creation in general, you need to show up for other people. You need to show up for other people. It's the only way that you're going to build your community. It's the only way. Now, I'm gonna put a little asterisk there, and if you go to the bottom of the page into the notes section, people will easily fish out if you're just there because you're trying to farm people to your channel. I repeat, people will know if you're there just to farm to get people to go to your channel. It is easy to spot, and it will not work out for you. It will not work out for you. You need to find communities that are out there in the niches that you want to be in. I'm assuming if you're in a niche, you like that community and you like that niche. You need to find those communities and become part of them. Legit become part of those communities. Because you want to. Because you're trying to grow in that community. And as you do that, and as you meet people, you'll start to see that people do start to show up to your live streams. People do invite you on their live streams. You can invite them on your live streams. But what I've noticed from time to time, and this isn't the perfect, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not a perfect formula where if all of a sudden you start doing it, things change. But it helps. It helps. You need the perfect mix of everything. You need the perfect mix of like your presentation skills, audio, video quality, community. Like there's a whole bunch of things that need to be, plates that need to be spinning at one time to grow your live streaming community. But I've noticed a lot of streams that I've come across where I've gone there because people have shown up for mine, or I've seen them in other people's streams. And it's always like, hey guys, come join my stream. Hey guys, come watch my stuff. Hey guys, do this. Or when they're in the chat, they're not trying to add to the conversation. They're in the chat strictly to promote themselves, not to be a part of the chat that they're in. You need to work on that. You do need to work on that. And then the last part, the last chapter in the book of live streaming, is something I've said a couple different times. I will never get tired of saying it. I forget what band said it. Maybe it was Pantera. It might have been Pantera or Bury Your Dead. But the notion that nobody owes you anything is something you have to accept. And there's a lot of people out there, especially in live streaming, especially as they're trying to grow, that don't understand that. They do not. If you invite people to your stream, if you're always in somebody's community and you expect that because you've been there for so long, you should be a part of their show, part of their channel. Nothing's owed. Nothing in YouTube is owed. If invites are sent out, great, but nobody's ever owed an invite to anything. And I've seen people come and go on YouTube that essentially get mad that they're not invited onto shows, that they're not asked to collaborate on things, that they're not asked to collaborate on Instagram posts or Facebook posts. And that's not the way of the world. It is not the way of the world. I actually had to jump over that hurdle myself. I had to jump over that hurdle myself. It was a tough one. It was a big ass wall to jump over. But for a long time, I thought I was owed for contributions to various communities I was in. And it takes a lot for you to kind of realize and look in the mirror, essentially, and be like, hey, nobody owes me shit. You have to earn people's, I can't think of another word to phrase it, but you have to like earn their desire to want you on their show or to want to be on your show. It's kind of how it works. But nobody owes you anything. And if you start to mix a lot of these thoughts and concepts into your channel, into your brand, you'll see growth. I'm not saying you're going to accelerate and rocket. There are some people that are just really damn good at what they do. They do very little and they perform very well. Nature of the beast. Nothing's going to be fair. There's your bonus tip. Nothing's ever going to be fair. You've been doing it for X amount of years. I should be bigger than that person. Get rid of that thought too. So those are my tips for today. I was thinking about it a lot over the last couple months, about the whole live streaming thing. And I know the people out there who try really hard and, almost to like go against what I was just saying, I feel deserve more recognition, more views, more whatever. But nothing's fair. It's never going to be fair. All you can do is try, and all you can do is show up and continue to show up and try your best. And always try to improve. Always try to improve. And for God's sake, rewatch your content. Rewatch your content. If you're not seeing any growth and you're pulling a card of, I don't watch my stuff back, you need to start watching your stuff back. In a way, you have to earn the right of the, what did he say? You have earned the right of the doji. I feel like doji is not correct. But in my head, that's what Shredder said. Anyway, on a positive note, appreciate you for being here. Always appreciate your support. Always appreciate all of you guys and gals who, even if you've liked one video or subscribed or whatever it is, or even said, hey, I saw your video. Appreciate you. Never get tired of saying that. And with that, it's time to make the big bucks. I don't think you're going to see any video today outside of this one, but the plan of attack will be going to Salem. I'll try to document that. Got to record that cable unboxing video and more Comic-Con videos. So a lot of work on the docket. I also have a Ghostbuster mod to do that I've not done yet. Maybe I'll also knock that one out so you guys can order some Ghostbuster stuff for Halloween. It's 2 weeks away. Crazy. With that, see you later. If I don't talk to you over the weekend, have a great weekend. May the force be with you.